everyone, here we are right in front of the first mega yacht to be built in the United States and the first mega yacht to be sunk for an artificial reef project. This is so exciting. We're gonna hop on here, this 126-foot mega yacht, the first to be made in 1987 in Wisconsin. We're gonna interview Christa Stone from the Marine Cleanup Initiatives Project, and she is gonna tell us all the firsts about this amazing yacht that's gonna do such great things for our Indian River Lagoon. So here we are on the first mega yacht created in the United States with the amazing Christa Stone. Welcome, or thanks for having us.
Oh, thank you so much for coming, Elaine. I'm just so grateful to you. So grateful.
Well, we're so excited about being part of history right here.
Amen.
Tell us a little bit about the yacht first and all of its firsts.
Okay, so you are actually standing aboard the MV Time. She will be known soon as your AA Hendry Reef, and we're really, really excited about it. But more importantly, she is the first mega yacht that was commissioned in the United States. She was born in 1987 at the Palmer Johnson Yacht Yard, and designer Thomas Atwood was a naval designer, and amazing, amazing. So the vessel has its own signature history, which is phenomenal. Nothing on this ship is larger than a half-inch thick. Oh, it rhymes. It rhymes.
Good job. And you were telling me some other firsts, right? Like the first GPS system?
Yes, so it wasn't really considered a GPS system. As we know now in the millennial ages, that is a GPS system, right? Mm-hmm. And so it was called a sonar system way back in the day, which is so incredible. We also had amazing things that were the first here, right?
Yes.
So when she rolled into Fort Lauderdale, she was the vision of what the future looked like. She had an impressive system that was state-of-the-art technology. So she really didn't even have a wheel. She actually had buttons to operate her. So a lot of this was first endeavors. After she was born, everything in the yachting industry changed.
Oh my God.
She literally is the progression. And when we look at yachts today,
right,
we're looking 200, 400 feet, right? That's like thinking about her, and her little lifespan was 126 feet. But back then, she was the Empress.
Right, the first mega yacht at 126 feet.
Yeah, 100%. And she'll be the first mega yacht to be intentionally sank in the United States, which is huge.
So many firsts for this awesome boat. So talk to us about what you mean when you say the first mega yacht to be sank. What does that mean?
Okay, so we work here together with St. Lucie County Artificial Reef Program. And so I have, in my tenure of being involved with Mr. Jim Oppenboard, we've kind of developed a little bit of a pattern of getting involved and sinking ships, and we're really grateful for that. So this particular vessel came from MCAC. She was a part of a trilogy that went for Captain Patrick Price in Martin County. And so we were really grateful and honored. This third ship came under our guidance and our direction. And so what we've started to learn is a lot of it is a story to tell, right? The history about the antiquity of the vessels. And so this particular vessel was so inspirational that she has made waves everywhere. I mean, Palmer Johnson has contacted us. We've got people from the yachting world that are like, what are you doing?
Right.
Why are you sinking this ship? And the value of the vessel itself is insurmountable, right? I mean, when we look at the value of 1987, her being put together, and once you're able to tour her, you'll see exactly what I'm speaking of. But the first yacht to be sank on purpose, that's it. That's history. So mostly,
it's beautiful.
Well, yachts usually, they don't sink. They're sunk, right? And it's by accident. It's like you take on water. This is with intentional reasons. So she'll go down about 165 feet. And officially known to us, the Coast Guard, FWC, it's the first yacht in the United States.
Amazing. So what is the whole purpose behind sinking the yacht?
So there are a few reasons for it. Number one, ocean conservation is vitally important. That's a number one necessary. We live where there are Aquilina banks. A lot of people are impressed upon the fact that we have beautiful water, but they don't know the reasons. We have an inlet right behind us. This body of water to the left is your Indian River Lagoon. This area is 156 miles wide, and the length of her being is just amazing, right? She is just tremendous, and so she needs help. She only has 5 areas of inlets that come into this body of water, the Indian River Lagoon. So everything that we can do in the East Atlantic Ocean provides opportunity. This lagoon is actually a baby lagoon, and where we are is baby sanctuary, literally one of the top spots on the Indian River Lagoon. And it is tremendous. So putting an artificial reef out there gives sustainability to creatures, to ecosystems, and provides safe habitats. And we've been told that Aculina vericosa have been spotted and spawned at 150 feet. So that's like the number one, right? Yes. When it comes to ocean conservation. The next step would be to end human trafficking and drugs and omit the opportunities of a lot of bad things that go on with these vessels that have a lot of antiquity to them.
Okay, awesome. Well, that's so exciting.
Thank you.
So you told us a lot about the first. Now, do you want to give us a tour and
let's
see
go.
What's going on here?
Come on, let's go.
Lead the way.
All right. So this beautiful vessel would have been the area that where we sat, right? So can you imagine this? Looking up right here, these actually windows were 400 pounds a piece, which is crazy. It took 3 guys to get them out. And so they were in there since 1987. I reckon that's a good time. But way back in the day, you can see that the compartments, the storage was ahead of its time, thinking that you would actually have passengers, but then have room to place things underneath. So again, the designing was incredible. Right here, there was an entire acrylic lighting. This actually goes out to our friend Tom Serio. He is a yachting columnist. But this was incredible. This was first. This had never been seen. So this entire illumination, let's go back to 1980, let's go back to Miami Vice, and this entire beast was lit up. It was crazy. It's crazy.
I could just imagine lounging on here.
I know, right? It's insane. So what you're looking at, as you're looking directly at the wheelhouse, obviously this is an empty room. So this actually was 2 rooms, believe it or not. Right here was literally where the wheelhouse was, and there was an entire system, a console. I'll actually show it to you. It's up there. And then down here was where the crew slept. This was the actual mega oasis right down here, which, you know, when you look at that, that was a large estate room. It had a large bathroom, it had a sitting area, and the bedroom, so it was excessively productive, and a beautiful cedar mahogany closet. Interestingly, that tar right there set us back like a couple months because it is tar from 1987, and we were trying to figure out, and that's always crazy. Like, you get into these boats and you think, oh, it's an easy deal, and then you get there, and then that's one thing that stuck us for months, believe it or not.
I can just already see all the fish swimming inside of here.
Oh, so collective. And the openings are incredible. So this boat was actually remodified. The reality is these were not this large at all. And throughout different ownerships, they were able to remodify her quite a bit. We're going to have to go down and under. So welcome to Boating World. Perfect. All right, let's get you going. We got you? Awesome.
Sorry.
All right. So this actually was a foyer room. This was kind of like a large living room. What's interesting is you can see that window right there. That was the original window. Everything else was modified, which is always insane. And if you take a look down there, you can see that right to the right of that door, that actually was the original porthole windows. And so you can look to the right. Those are the new modified windows. So the boat has definitely been retrofitted throughout the years with different owners to definitely adjust to what their needs are. There has been some questionable activity about this vessel. She was actually found in Mexico listing in a canal and was brought back. So that really tells me that there's the opportunity where she ran a lot of drugs potentially. When they're abandoned like that and they're these levels of largeness, you know, they're easily accessible. And some of the portholes that are from the top over there. So right here is one of my favorite pieces. That is actually the entire console that was used. And so, sorry that it's upside down, but you can see that literally was just amazing. And so to think that this was something that was done, you know, state of the art is just beyond impressive. right here, this actually was a pool that was actually remodified, which is interesting.
So cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Ocean fresh water coming in. Could you just imagine that?
Definitely.
So you want to go downstairs?
Sure.
Come on. So as you can see right here, certainly there's always room for, hey, pay attention, really, really important. But this was the engine room. So right here to the right and left, literally where the engines were, this was soundproof. There was nothing that came through here. And so we've actually cut holes in here, so that's how the water will start to flood in. But this entire area was soundproof. This is one of my favorite pieces here. I can't wait to find out who occupies this area. Within, an hour, life is on the vessel. Within 24 hours, there are things that have called it home, whether that's turtles, larger predators, species, etc. So this is a hydraulic system, and this is pretty impressive.
You said one of the first.
Yes, one of the very first, and we're letting it sink with her. So this will be a great exploration as far as when it comes to dives. This is going to be a lot more of a tech dive for people that are more, we're looking at potential visibility of her at 150 feet. So there's a lot that goes into the placement of her, but whoever gets to visualize this down underneath is going to be one lucky person, because that's history.
Absolutely.
They changed the whole yachting world after they saw this. Can you imagine that?
That is so cool.
Amazing.
And tell us about the spot. You got to pick where it's going to be sunk, correct?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So that's a little bit. Oh my goodness. Yes.
Look how excited she is.
Okay. So this is actually the 7th boat that I've been involved in. I've been under the guidance of Mr. Oppenborn for 9 years, and so this one is really a full scheme project. And he was like, how are you going to pick the coordinates? I was like, what are you talking about? We do this? And so yes.
Is this another first for you?
Yeah, it was a total first to pick the coordinates, and that was tremendous. But what happens is there's a lot that goes into it, so you've got to make sure you've got a sonar map. We've got several vessels there. We have additional vessels that we're bringing in. One rather large, that is the Atlantis II, and we'll be deploying her. Actually, we'll be decommissioning her in February. So we needed to make sure that there was enough room, and that was a brand new thing to me.
Yay, super exciting. So this boat is absolutely beautiful, and I'm so excited to be on it and have a tour.
Thank you.
What can we do to help your Marine Initiative cleanup projects?
Well, there's so many things. Obviously, number one is knowledge and education. We really appreciate it. If you like us, love us on social media, we love that. And we are a 501c3. We are definitely always looking for donations to be able to make extensive projects possible. We do a lot more than just what, unfortunately, I was late for this morning, with all due respect, and I was in the river. I had to own my cray-cray, because it's me. But I was in the mud, you know what I mean? And I could use somebody getting in the mud. There are things that, there are
volunteers,
volunteer work,
money,
handwork, just support, sharing, and liking us, or making a difference in your own backyard. To me, that's a larger variable. I think with your followers, you have the opportunity to be everywhere and anywhere, and we're so grateful for that. So even if you're not here in our local area, just providing a little bit of extra upkeep on your shoreline when you go out to the beach. We enjoy all of these great things, but what do we do for them? And just taking a little bag and picking up along
3 pieces of trash every time you go to the beach, each person.
That's it. Imagine what a world we would live in, So yeah, just love and support with that, and certainly, knowledge is power.
Awesome. So are you going to be live on the 17th when you sink the boat?
Well, here's the deal. We don't always get broadcasting channels, so that's part of the problem. So if we can catch feeds, yes, absolutely we will. If not, it'll be videoed. We'll have a lot of that coming back. Macaulay Media will be out there. Macaulay Marine Services has been amazing. They've done this. They're the water cowboys. They are the myths and the legends. So it's a really quick adventure. I implore people to understand that you need to be out there at 9. It's not a joke. We're not playing. We leave at 5 a.m. They will sink that boat, and you will not see it. So, and it happens so quickly. We're really starting to take bets internally as to figuring out how quick she's going to sink, because she's aluminum. It's kind of a new for all of us. So
many birds.
I know, it's incredible. MV time, known as the AA Hendry Reef. She's going to be amazing.
AA Hendry Reef, and so grateful to be part of this history and be able to document it and give exposure to this beautiful vessel.
Thank you so much, Elaine. We're just so grateful for you. We appreciate you.
Thanks so much, Christa.
Thanks.
Thanks so much for hanging out with me and Christa and getting the tour of the MV Time, which is soon to be the AA Hendry Reef. If you have any questions or need more information on this fabulous project, Christa's information is going to come after this. And if you're looking for anything in Fort Pierce or local knowledge, give me a call.